Hey, girl. Hey. And Maim, surprise, 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 Happy New Year. Dear listeners, we're getting ahead and we're recording this in December, and I don't think Maim realized this is our New Year's show.
Happy New Year, girl. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. I hope you had a beautiful Hanukkah.
A
We had
wonderful
a love,
Christmas, you
right?
know.
We had a lovely Kwanzaa, honey.
We just skipped right on ahead. You've watched our holiday mess. That's in the past. And girl, we ain't even recorded it yet, but here we are today.
We're gonna have to watch how we refer to current events, aren't we? Lord, if
Well,
this is gonna start, if this is, I mean, if it's gonna start at the beginning of the new year, we have to be careful. We're like, girl, we talk about stuff from like a while ago now.
it's fine. It's fine. We'll be like a little time capsule, girl. We'll be like
That's what it. We're a little
we
time
don't
capsule.
talk about things that are ancient anyway.
Hey, let's not discuss my YouTube browsing history, okay?
Girl, let me just tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, what was I going to tell you? Oh, downtown Statesville has gotten nice.
Oh no, I've been seeing videos. Yeah, like they've really been working
There's like
hard.
shops and things, and like
Yeah, they're working really hard.
my husband and I ate at Broad Street Burger.
Oh,
Yeah. What was the burger place that used to be in downtown? You bet they had the
uh,
ostrich burger.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I mean, I remember my
We
mother
went to
talking
high
about
school with
it.
his daughter.
We went to high school with a lot of people's daughters. A lot of people's daughters.
Regardless, they have really good smoked wings there.
Okay, well
So
that's
if
good.
you
Then
ever,
I'll pop on by next time I'm home.
no, you won't, because you ain't ever come back. So,
I'll be back. Don't say I'm never coming back.
girl,
I'll be back.
now that you got family that's gonna be down there more often, that means your
Like
mama's gonna be.
half of Statesville has been. It's like the Statesville Railroad, girl. Half of them could loop it on through, girl. Get a little get a little taste of the blue and go back up to the red.
A,
Ooh, diversity. Ooh, that's nice.
a little girl, y'all ain't that blue. Y'all like
My county
you.
is the bluest county in the state.
Y- y-
It is the bluest county in the state by far.
girl, that's like saying you got a lineup of white people's grits, and you say these are the most flavorful grits out of the bunch, and ain't none of them
But
got butter in them.
I mean, sure, but it's not like where we from where they don't put no salt in them neither.
Just a little sugar.
Exactly. This ain't cream of wheat. What y'all doing? This don't belong. Take this out.
Oh,
Take it out.
I don't like cream of wheat.
I've come to like cream of wheat because of my corn allergy, so I've actually like kind of come to
And how's
appreciate it
that
more.
work with your husband's gluten allergy?
Girl, I realized something during Thanksgiving, to be honest with you,
Uh
which
huh.
is between my allergies and his sensitivities, cooking is sometimes like a landmine. Like
Hmm.
literally. I mean, I wanted to get well, not wanted. I got him the gluten-free mac and like macaroni, you know, and then I realized like I can't have the gluten-free macaroni because all of the companies use corn in their gluten-free mac. Um like
Hmm.
corn flour and things like that. So it was just everything. Everything I looked at, I'm like,
Wait,
oh,
in the
okay.
noodles they use
Yeah.
corn in the
They use corn
noodles?
flour.
Oh, why not rice flour? I wonder.
No, they use a combination.
Oh.
Like it's like multiple flours, but I mean it's like, I don't really feel like suffering like that for the holiday. So I ain't trying to be sneezing all over the place, girl.
So
Whew.
so you just made two?
I made two little ones. Little one. I had to pause there when I said the word little, like,
It was still a 9 by
yeah.
13, wasn't
No. Oh, wait, was it?
it?
No, it was.
Two 9 by
Wait,
9s then.
was it? It was, yeah, that's better. That's more like it, actually. Two nine by nine.
But it was the 3-inch deep one, not the 1-inch. Girl, I know you. It was the same thing as a 9x13, just in a smaller pan.
You don't know me.
I know
You
what's
don't
going
know
on.
me. You don't know me. I may have some problems with proportions because of the way I was taught by Mother Maim. Maybe. Everything seems like it's a much smaller portion than it actually is in theory.
Hey, girl, if do you go by the philosophy that you will be eating Thanksgiving food till Christmas?
Oh, well, at least till middle of next week.
Okay.
Yes. Well, no, till tomorrow. I go by the whatever the standards, right? Like I'm not trying to kill nobody.
Lord, girl, it's the new year. We're talking about Thanksgiving.
I know, but I will be freezing it. Like I said, we gotta have to be careful how we talk about all this mess. But you know what? The new year was good, honey. Blessed and highly favored. Blessed and highly favored. I had my little black eyed peas and my collard greens and my ham. Yes, ma'am, honey. Blessed and highly favored.
Blessed and highly favored. I was scratching my crotch and I just realized I'm not wearing underwear, and that was a surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Oh Lord. Yeah, dear listeners.
I incorporated that into a drag number, just so you know. Like, I actually incorporated that into a drag number. The last time I actually did drag, I incorporated.
So 2 years ago?
No, this was at that weird charity thing that I did like a couple of months ago. Except for the fact that the person I was supposed to be doing it with did not show up and claimed to be in a car accident, and it was a mess. It was awful. This is why I don't work with people. The one time I'm like, yeah, let's do a duo song. It
What song
work.
was it?
It was a mashup. I made like a whole mashup of stuff. Like, it was really cute.
Girl.
I know. No, I know.
Girl.
I know.
If we ever do drag together, we should do you remember, this is going in the Wayback Machine. You ready for this?
Hmm.
The I believe it was Gregory Hines and Nathan Lane at the Tonys doing little excerpts as like their intro. It was fantastic.
Yes. It was so good.
I think it was Gregory Hines.
It was Gregory Hines and Nathan Lane. Yeah.
God, how do I remember that? But
girl, we used to love some Gregory Hines. Remember us kids? We thought he was the greatest thing because we were like, oh man, this is like the most elegant, like sophisticated black dude any of us have ever seen in our lives. Like, and then he started tap dancing. And he was like, is there anything he can't do?
God,
I think Mother Maim had a little bit of crush on him, a little bit. Oh, tiny bit.
Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong.
It's just a little crush. Not like I say.
Girl, if you go on the YouTube, now let's see. Do you? This feels like something that we could cross paths on the YouTube right here. Mateo Lane.
Oh, I love him.
Okay, he's got on his YouTube channel where he rewatches like 90s MTV shows. Like Next and Room Raiders and all of that.
Oh my God.
It is a chaotic
MTV era.
Huh?
The most chaotic MTV era.
It is great. It is absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, I'll watch that.
Girl, I'll watch that. Speaking of passively watching things, did you know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners,
like you're in my house. Like you're in my house.
If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know we have a website?
Say what?
That's right, Maim. You can get some. That's not where we're supposed to go first. Hey, Maim. Did you? Yeah. We'll come back. We'll loop back around to that one. Hey, Maim. Did you know we have another podcast?
You're kidding.
Right. It's called You Slay Me, our Murder, She Wrote podcast. And Maim, by this time, our other podcast may be up. But they may not be.
I mean, like this. No, this is after you told me the plan, the grand scheme. I was like, why can't we do it like that?
We'll wait till the next one to talk about them. I don't want to jinx it.
Okay, like jinx monsoon it.
Yes. Hey, Maim.
Don't do that. Yes.
Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have a website?
What?
That's right. If you go to businessmaim.com, you can buy some of our
Girl, you are
merch.
reading off. You are
And
reading off copy like it is almost 7 o'clock.
Girl, I'm not reading off anything. We're already at 10:10. 220. That's how I used to do long distance when you didn't have long
Oh, I
distance.
thought you were gonna do like an Adventures of 10:10 joke. That's why
I've never watched 10:10.
What?
Or read 10:10. No.
I used to read all of the 10:10 books.
I'm sure you did.
Oh, I love them.
You're a boring white man.
If only they knew.
We do.
Speaking of boring white men,
Hold on. MrMahaffey.com, where you can sign up for our newsletter, buy some merch, and see what we're up to. Hey, Maim.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I love?
You love a good 5-star review, honey.
That's right, Maim. I love a 5-star review about boring old white men. What were you going to say?
Today I was standing with my friend, my family, and this gentleman came up and introduced himself to him, and literally the words he said was, "Yeah, I just saw you're standing by yourself."
This is season 6, episode 8, The
White people.
Strange Case of Clarence and Anita.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out. And that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
I'm not ready for this episode.
Lord have mercy. You could tell Linda Bloodworth Thompson was upset by something, weren't you?
No, what?
Like you could tell that it was supposed to go one way, then she was like, no, we're going to change the script to just focus on this.
Mm-hmm.
So, girl, we're at Sugarbakers.
Sugarbakers.
And Julia's in a wheelchair because Mary Jo and Julia are in a play version of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
We could do that. The
I've
two
never
of us,
seen it.
We could do. Oh my God! I'm sorry. Like none of the versions.
None of it. Nope. I know, girl. I know. Last time I was going to watch it, it wasn't free anywhere. Okay, like it was. I look for it to be
But
free.
now you have to watch both of them. You have to watch the original, and then you have to watch the remake with the Redgrave sisters.
I mean, I don't have to do anything.
I hate you so much.
Oh, God. So which one would I be? Which one would you be?
Oh, there's no question that you would be the Betty Davis part. Like
Okay.
there's no question.
Okay.
Right? Even though I have my moments, you are more like that all the time versus right. So
Yeah, and Anthony just can't picture. He could picture Julia as Joan Crawford, but just can't picture Mary Jo as Betty Davis. But she says that when she gets that cigarette going around the circle, she gets into character.
I mean, cigarettes help everybody get into character.
Is that right?
I mean, I wouldn't know since I'm allergic, but
Well, Carlene is here, and
Hey.
Allison and Bernice are shopping for Allison's slumber party birthday party.
Bernice is back.
Yes, she is. We couldn't bring Suzanne back, but we brought Bernice back.
You know what? I'll take that. Maybe she bring that pig with her too.
Well, no, don't you remember the pig escaped?
I know, but maybe she came back. Maybe she showed up at the nursing home.
Well, Allison has never had a birthday party or a slumber party. Yeah, her parents were very strict, and
Oh, are we supposed to care?
no.
I couldn't tell at that moment on the show either. Like I was like, is this supposed to endear her just a little bit to us?
No,
Or
I think after this episode we can officially just hate her.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Because
Uh-huh. Well, Mary Jo's here, and there's a vote in the Senate, girl. We aren't
what's
told.
it on?
We aren't told what it is, and
Okay.
but it comes on, and it is the Clarence Thomas confirmation hearing.
Great. We get to re-traumatize ourselves all over again.
Mm-hmm. Dear listeners, if you didn't know, Clarence Thomas, our current Supreme
Still
Court
there.
justice, was accused of sexual harassment by one of his clerks, Miss Anita Hill, who was a law professor at Yale, I believe. Very, very dignified law professor. She came up publicly and said he sexually assaulted me. Or sexually harassed, not assaulted. Harassed. There was...
But like an extreme form of harassment.
Yes.
Not
so
just
much
like...
So, yeah.
Not just like normal harassment. Like we've gotten
on
used
a
to
can of Coke. Pubes on a can of Coke, dear listeners.
porn, like
Yeah.
all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Class act.
Well, Mary Jo takes off her jacket and she's wearing a "He Did It" t-shirt. And Carlene's like, well, it seems like Anita may have had a little crush on Clarence. And Mary Jo's like, no, and even if she did, that doesn't give him the right to sexually harass her. And Mary Jo just goes on and on about the Senate being a bunch of delusional men and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Dear listeners, this is a hard episode to review and watch. I'm giving the plot points, but at the same time, Linda, you could tell, like, because she takes up a very large portion of this episode with clips of
The hearing.
The hearing was absolutely fucking livid, right? Like this ate at her soul a little bit.
I mean, talk about a time capsule, right?
Yeah.
Like, especially given context of present day,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like one of those things where you just have a tsunami of women
Mm-hmm.
that are all just like, we're going in the wrong direction. We're going in the wrong direction. We're going in the wrong. And people are just like, whatever.
Yep. Not
Just-
people. Well, I mean, this time,
lot of people.
This time it was men and women. Like
Yes.
that everybody's
Like, I remember how frustrated my own mother was at the hospital. Like, because I mean, like, that was the thing. The thing about this episode that I really did appreciate, though,
Mm-hmm.
is the fact that if you lived during that time period, which we did because we're old, it was what every person was talking about. Like, it wasn't just like it's TV. No. This was even in our small town, everybody was talking about this.
Yeah.
Not always in the best terms, especially the way they talked about Anita Hill.
That's absolutely right. I mean, you had what is his news? Peter Jennings, ABC News, every evening discussing. We were an ABC News family for Peter
Us
Jennings was our
too.
yeah, oh God,
Yes.
love Peter Jennings.
Yeah, we were always ABC, morning and the evening. That was us.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, America.
Oh yeah, with Joan London. Oh my God. girl.
Honey. Oh, I loved her so much.
Yeah.
That hair was she always had like that slightly Princess Di-like hair. Ugh. Wonder what she's up to now.
Doing commercials about her old mother.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like something about having to nearly put her mom into a home. I don't know. It's her and her. But this was from like a decade ago, so I'm assuming they're still airing because, hi, I'm Joan London and my mother's elderly. Girl, you are too, but that's okay.
I mean, it's been a decade. Is she still talking about her mother, or is her kid talking about her now?
Whatever. Well, Carlene's like, the polls show that even women believe Clarence Thomas.
Dear listeners, I just want to take a moment and just to highlight the fact that gender does not exclude people from making bad judgment calls. Like it just doesn't. I mean, just in general, right?
Yes,
when you
yes.
think about some of the things that have
Yes.
happened in society, like everything. Now, this is not me saying everything's not men's fault. It's not that. I'm saying that just gender itself does not guarantee that you're going to make good decisions. I mean, what's that lady's name? Marjorie? Just look at her, for God's sake. Oof.
Well, Mary Jo comes out as a feminist.
Whoa.
Like, she's
in the 90s?
In the 90s. She's tired of people just saying that they are hippies, that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. She shaves her legs, but she wants childcare. She wants free health care, and she is tired of men ruining the world.
Girl, same. Same 30 years later, girl.
Well,
same.
Allison's here, and she's wearing a She Lied t-shirt. And she calls Mary Jo and Julia losers because they're losing. They're going to lose the hearing.
Did Allison sound like she was hoarse in this episode?
She did. I don't know what was going on.
It was very strange. Like, it was catching me off guard. I was like, this lady doesn't sound like herself.
Yeah, and we found out that Allison's actually going to be on television talking about the hearing.
Oh. That sounds like a powder keg just waiting to happen.
Well, Bernice,
Hey.
oh goodness, you are very quiet here. Uh-oh. Can you say something? Oh, no, it's back. Never mind.
Girl, what's happening?
I don't know. It went down to this and came back up. I don't know.
Oh, I know what that is, girl.
Just had to
went out.
Just had to play with his nipples a little bit.
Yeah, twist them, girl. Twist them knobs, girl.
Do you remember in high school that we had a classmate that had active mammary, a male who had active mammary glands?
No.
Yeah. He would play with them in class every once in a while.
I'm sorry, what?
He was a year younger than us. And one time he had to go home because he couldn't get them to stop once they started.
I did not know that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing what happened in that little schoolhouse.
Well, Bernice says the person who really needs their help is Jimmy Swaggart because he can't seem to get to work without ending up a prostitute's row.
You and better preach.
It must be hell for the person he's carpooling with.
You better preach, Bernice.
Girl, the fall of Jimmy Swaggart. That was something else that was hilarious that was happening around that time.
Oh man, that was good times. Good times. I have seen, like, I remember so distinctly them playing that clip over and over.
Uh-huh. And over. And every time. Oh God! And then a little bit later on, the Jim Baker one where he's crying and Tammy Faye's like shocked and crying. Oh God. Well, Julia says that Clarence Thomas is not a judge; he's an actor. And Bernice said she ate at Long John Silver's many a time and did not find a hair on any one of her Cokes.
Oh, gross.
Well, Anthony brings up the point that Clarence Thomas isn't qualified, that the Bar Association was split, and this is the first time that they voted against putting a justice on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, Allison says the liberal groups talked Anita Hill into doing it.
Oh, okay.
And Mary Jo loses it because, dear listeners, and something you may not realize, Anita Hill was drug through the mud with this. Like, it was a bunch of white men who
so
just
it was so bad
in the hearing, flat out calling her a liar and questioning her psychiatric awareness.
I mean, in the hearing, and then when they would be on the TV networks, was saying much worse things when they weren't in the hearing. I can't even, like, at this point now, I could not even imagine if this got restaged for today. Oh wait, it has.
Yeah.
It actually has. Jesus.
Well, Carlene is there, and Ted Kennedy is questioning Anita Hill, and Ted Kennedy believed Anita Hill, right? Like, let's
Isn't
be clear.
it funny how much I'd forgotten about Ted Kennedy, even though he was so larger than life back then?
Yeah. She basically says, with all that shit, how can he judge Clarence Thomas? And dear listeners, let's talk about Ted Kennedy for a second. Ted Kennedy.
Theodore Henny.
One Theodore Kennedy. There's a bridge over the Chappaquiddick River,
like a bridge,
in which he had a woman that he was absolutely not sleeping with.
No, just gave her a ride.
And he may or may not have been a little drunk while he was doing this. Probably not, but drove off. Well, sorry, the car ended up in the river. And Ted Kennedy got out. He says he did nothing wrong. He attested he did nothing wrong. There was never any proof of murder. He said he tried to save her but couldn't.
It's so interesting when you have those types of things, because it's a very like TV movie of the week, which I think adds to why people were so obsessed with it, because it was almost like a TV movie of the week.
Yeah. I think it was a TV movie at one point.
Oh, I think it was
Chappaquiddick.
Yeah, I think it's multiple.
God. Ugh. And Carlene's like, well, that's like putting Dom DeLuise in front of a dessert bar and telling him to protect it.
Fat jokes. Because we gotta still do fat jokes, even when we're trying to put out a feminist point.
Well, Julia says we probably feel that way about, wait, what is it? Oh, Warren Beatty, because he slept with all of America except for, us five. And Bernice says, speak for yourself.
You better do it, Alice.
And we find out that Bernice cannot stand Bart Simpson or Orley Hatch. And she's not very good with names.
No, she meant Alan Simpson.
And, yeah, Orrin Hatch, yes.
She probably didn't like Bart Simpson either, though, really.
Carlene agrees with Allison.
Not surprising, based on where Carlene's from.
We find out that Carlene was sexually harassed at a furniture store, though. That one of her coworkers wanted to test out the mattress, and they started bouncing on it, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Isn't it amazing how much they gleamed over that just completely? Like, nobody said, yes, Carlene, you were being sexually harassed. Like, no one confirmed it. She just said it out in the ether, and it's kind of horrific when you think about it, but no one said anything. They're like, guys, this is the perfect opportunity to educate somebody on actual sexual harassment.
Yep. Well, Allison was never sexually harassed. She's never even received a compliment in the workplace.
And she still won't get.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, Allison.
And then, so Anthony, and there's a little more talk about sexual harassment, and Bernice was sexually harassed, and because her old manager at a bank that she used to work at asked her to wear a bikini to work.
Oh. Oh.
Well, Anthony's gone back to get Rusty because Anthony very much feels sexually harassed by all the stuff they're talking about, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, hey, you definitely sexually harassed Rusty.
Do they talk about Rusty's butt crack in front of Rusty?
No, I don't think so.
Like,
But that does not make it right. That's still sexual harassment.
no. It's
because
not
he's
that.
an employee.
No, I get that part. Like, my issue with this one little humorous sidebar is,
yes,
do I
they
think
do.
Anthony's been sexually harassed? Yes.
No, they do talk about Rusty a couple of times. Whenever he's bent over, they're like, "Yeah, look at that," in front of him.
Oh, okay. See, I can never tell.
Yeah,
I can never tell in those episodes if Rusty can actually hear them or not.
Well, it doesn't matter if that part doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter if he can hear them or not. It's still
But
sexual harassment.
I thought harassment has to be towards the person.
No, girl, it is toward the person, but doesn't matter if they're there or not.
I mean, like I'm talking about like direct harassment. Like,
girl, do you
like
not,
when Rusty comes out to do his little speech, I was like, that's what made me be like,
I have
wait.
to go through sexual harassment training every single year, like twice a year at work.
No.
Girl. No. Yeah, that it's sexual harassment what they're doing. Yeah, twice a year, every year, I have to watch a video about sexual harassment.
Nice.
Yeah.
We don't work in an office, so people don't even think about it, I think. I mean, I guess it can still happen, but I think just because our company is very virtual, it's just like nobody probably even thinks about it.
Your manager, because you don't have any employees, do you?
Me?
No. Your manager may have to do something.
Oh, okay. That might be what it is. Yeah. I'm just an underling.
Yeah. I have people report to me. I'm middle management, girl.
Although we did have a wonderful thing recently where one of the team members that does interact with customers was like, "What's the craziest thing you guys have seen on one of these calls?" And so then we just start relaying. And as we were just talking about all this, I was like, I feel like there might be an issue here because some of the things people were writing out, I was like, and then I was like, oh, nothing crazy's happened to me. And it's like, oh, wait, there was that. And then apparently mine was one of the worst, which was like being on camera with a client as they were breast pumping. Or like, I'm sorry, what? I was like, oh, yeah, but it's fine. Like, she had to feed her kid. And it was just all like, oh, okay.
That shouldn't be weird.
Right, it shouldn't be weird. And but I put it out there, I was like, I don't think this is weird, but I guess some of you might think it's strange. Like, I didn't think it was strange, but it happened multiple times when the kid was first born. But it was just funny. Everybody's like, what? I was like, I mean, this is what would happen in real life. Like, if
y'all weren't using names, were you?
No.
Okay, good, because that could get you in trouble.
No, we don't really use names.
Okay.
One of the clients, though, not me, but actually, this is pretty funny, I thought. One of our team, they on the support side of it, said they were doing a like a call, like a, what do you call it? Like a kickoff call, right? For the software that we have. And they said that when the camera came on, they were in someone's garage. The customer was like smoking a bowl. And then behind him, they said you could see somebody like bench pressing in the background, like while they're trying to show the software. I was like, please tell me someone recorded this call, please. They were like, we can't remember the name of the person that we did that for, but so we can't find the. I was so upset. I was like, I would pay to see this call. Like, just please.
Well, Rusty says he's been sexually harassed, and as he's leaving, Anthony hands him some money. Because he was bribed.
Which, once again, that just lends credence to one of the things we were just talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will. I don't think she did, but some people will do anything for money.
Well, Carlene asks why didn't she report it? To which Julia and Mary Jo basically say she didn't report it because she would have been dragged through the ringer if she had reported it. Now that she is reporting it, they're saying, why didn't you report it? Right? Like it is a
also
constant
the person that
circle.
she would have reported it to was the
him.
person she was reporting it about.
Yeah, exactly. There's that too.
Oh, this one wretch.
Well, Julia says all men are created equal. Clarence Thomas is confirmed, girl.
The timing was perfect with Julia's little remark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Linda, that was probably like the best little timing you've done in a long time.
I don't remember what the remark was, but
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, their silence, and Julia just says something like, well, that's that or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're at the play. And they're in the bed scene, and Julia and Mary Jo are, practicing, and the director stops, says, "Can we please retry this one more time with more warmth?"
Yeah, because Mary Jo is giving off drag queen vibes right now. Oof.
So we pan to the car where Mary Jo's in there just smoking. Like the same
Which I'm like,
cigarette.
Julia, you're just letting her just smoke in your car? Like,
I'm wondering if it's a prop cigarette, because it's the same cigarette. Like, and they decide to keep on the wigs and costumes to go to the party.
They're having kind of like a very Thelma and Louise heart-to-heart.
So we're at Suzanne's, and everybody's sitting down, and the newscaster's there, and he's wandering around, and Mary Jo and Julia show up, and Allison says, "Hey, could you please hand me your underwear so I can put them in the freezer?" They say, "Absolutely not." And Carlene's like, "We're supposed to wait till they go to sleep to do that."
I've never heard of that. Had you heard of that?
Yeah.
But like, what's the point?
Because they're wet and in the freezer, girl. You put them in the icebox so that they have to let them melt.
Wait, so
it's a prank.
You wet them and then put them in the freezer? Yeah. Oh, because I was like, what? It just makes your underwear cold? Like, I did not understand that part. Okay, that makes more sense if you wet them first. So
at least that's why I thought. I thought that you had to.
But also, you're gonna just take someone's used underwear and wet them and put them in your freezer?
Girl, you are a gay man. Our people
That's disgusting.
Our people have done far weirder with underwear, used underwear, grosser used underwear.
Once again, other people, not these people.
You ain't ever want to throw down a 20 and get some dirty underwear before.
No.
That look on your face. No.
Sorry, I'm a little gagged right now. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? I realize that is a thing. I know it's a thing. I actually know a person that does that.
We learned that in the new year.
I know a person that does that, actually, now that I think about it. It's like for
sells them or buys them.
No, sells them. That's one of his side hustles.
Yeah.
It just.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, we just well, I guess this is late now, but we were celebrating Pig Week this week.
Oink
right?
oink.
Oink oink. So that was a good time to take the right reverend out to the drive.
Did you really? During Pig Week?
I forgot what week it was.
What did the right reverend say? Bless.
He said it was fascinating. He's like, this is fascinating.
That's a good word for it.
We were crossing the street, and there was two very muscly berry kind of fellows in their harnesses and their pants halfway down their butts, so you can see their jock strap, those thick banded jock straps.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing he said was just like, why do they look identical? I was like, I'm not getting into that. We're just gonna get out of that discourse. We're stay away from that. was like, I'm glad that's the question you came up with, because if I came up with it, people would tell me it's something wrong with me and that I'm, whatever. So thank you, complete person who has absolutely nothing to do with this world. That's the first thing out of that entire tableau. That was the thing that stuck out of you, because I'm like, yeah, girl, that's how this is here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we've learned, what have we learned? The Right Reverend has seen pigs. Maim does not like ball smell.
Like, okay, are we talking about like funky ball smell or just ball smoke? When people talk about these smells, like, I can't tell if they mean like funk or if there's a specific odor that they're into.
Sweaty balls, girl. Like,
okay, so there is a funk to them.
There is a funk.
Okay.
There is a, you've gone to the gym for 2 hours and there's that smell that's down there.
I don't think I've ever had relations with somebody during like in that type of scenario.
Well, dear listeners, we're getting ready to dive in a little bit. Mama Maim, skip ahead about 5 minutes.
Like, I don't think anything's ever happened with somebody that's been like gross and sweaty.
What about, I guess the next question is, what about your own ball smell?
What about it?
Okay, there you go. Like, I have a friend, a mutual friend, this person, who their own boss smell did it for them too. Like, then that's, yeah.
Like, it's a turn on.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. It's pheromones, right? Like, I mean, it makes sense. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's when I hear smell, I don't automatically go to funky smell. I just think smell. Like, humans have a smell. Every human being has a smell.
I mean,
but
it's not necessarily a. Well, I guess the question is.
No. For some of them, it is a funky smell, because I remember those Ramrod days, and I would be walking by people.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll admit, a little pit smell doesn't bother me.
No, girl. Some of them Ramrod people.
No.
They used to smell like
gross.
swamp thing, girl.
That's a little gross. But ain't showered in 3 days. Or just when ain't showered in 5 hours and ain't showered in 3 days.
Ooh.
I don't need somebody to wear deodorant. I don't need all that, but I don't. Yeah.
When I think about some of those people at Ramrod, oof, girl.
Well, girl, you ain't got to worry about any of this, because MrMahaffey ain't got to smell at all. God, I could just see. Oh, you smell it. He would go right into the shower right then. Clorox wipes just everywhere.
Not Clorox wipes.
Clorox wipes, exfoliating edition, girl.
Oh. You ain't lying.
I know.
You ain't lying.
I know, girl. I know.
Oh no, I mean, I don't know. It's just funny to me. I mean, I've always been fascinated by it. Like, to me, because my nose. I don't know. It's like that kind of smells to me. I'm just like, I don't understand.
Well, Mary Jo's really hamming it up, and she even like goes and sits on Anthony's lap.
Back to harassment.
Yeah. And then the interviewer starts interviewing Allison, and she goes on and on about how she thinks Anita Hill lied, and she just says, "We won. Nana, nana, boo, boo, we won." Mary Jo jumps in and like goes off and says it is about equality and respect, and who the hell do you men think you are?
While still dressed like Betty Davis. It's a little bit later on now, and everybody's dancing. Bernice asks Anthony not to leave her because those women, Julia and Mary Jo, are acting crazy. Mary Jo and Julia get up and dance, and Mary Jo says, well, which one of us should lead? And Julia says, considering who we are, both of us. And it's a flashback,
to the Senate hearing, and it freeze frames with Anita Hill looking down, just distraught and tired. Do 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 do.
Same, girl, same.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, Maim.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find yourself a Miss Georgia world?
Okay. So I was torn.
Okay, Natalie and Berglia, tell me.
Between Betty and Joan.
So I was torn not between Betty and Joan.
Okay.
I was torn between Betty and Julia's first outfit, that blue
nice, right?
plaid. Oh, it's so good.
But there was something about her anchored to that bed with those giant shoulder pads.
That's
When
true.
at that one scene, I was just like, I was like, this is it. This is Miss Georgia world. Like, it was just, so I'm going to give it to her in that. Because it was, when she was just out and you could see the shoulder pads just like looking so fierce.
Well, you give it to Julia, I'll give it to Mary Jo.
Ugh.
Girl, what did you enjoy this episode?
I watched it.
I don't think you're supposed to enjoy this episode.
I don't. I think I would be curious to see someone younger than us watch this episode now. Like, I would be curious. Like, we're just old enough that we lived through it.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see a person who did not or was like so very young or something like that they just didn't do that. I would really like to see what would happen if they watched this episode. Although, saying that out loud, I realize that, number one, you'd have to explain to them who Clarence Thomas and Anita Hill were. Number two, who Joan Crawford and Betty Davis were, and who's afraid. Like, there's a lot of things you'd have to explain to a person in their 20s now because they're not the most referential with historical things.
Girl, I think, oh, this is going to be something. I think that Mark Robinson, our former lieutenant governor who, lost the governor race, I think he's going to run against Tom Tillis, who is our current Republican senator. I think he's going to primary him because Tom Tillis may, probably won't, but may stand against a few of the nominees that Trump's picked. And Tom Tillis from Ashboro. So
I know Tom Tillis. I remember Tom Tillis.
He sounds a little bit like, "Hi, I'm Tom Tillis."
Yes. Yes. Don't worry, I'm not there, but I still keep up because my mama's there, honey. I'm still keeping track.
Oh God, Mark Robinson, Jesus.
Like, I don't. But okay, here's without being too political, right? The fact that a man like that got as far as he did is completely unconscionable. Like, there's just no reason. Like, some of the things
part of it was that he was a surprise win for the Republicans because I believe there were this is going back to lieutenant governor. It was a surprise win because there were, I think, 3 candidates and the 2 normal ones split, and he was the winner of the primary. And our Democratic lieutenant governor, the person who ran, was, I don't even remember who it was, right? Like, I'm
saying, like, he shouldn't have even gotten to like any, like, there's so much about this episode and present day that makes you almost crazy to think that this was 30 years ago and we are still in an area where people that should not be in public office.
But now it's a disco, but not for Lola.
Literally. She's just a showgirl.
Watch our dear listeners where they can find you.
Dear listeners, if you want to come see me in real life, honey, and have a good time, I do karaoke all around Miami Beach, Monday nights at The Gathering, Thursday nights at Kill Your Idol. You can find all that stuff and more at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. Over to you, Mims.
Hey, y'all, I'm the Divine Mims. You can find me online at thedivinesmims.com. Hey, Maim. Do
Mm-hmm.
you know we have Patreon?
Say what?
That's right. If you go to patreon.com, Mims Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Mm-hmm.
No, we have another podcast.
Say what?
That's right. It's You Slay Me. It's a Murder She Wrote podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yay.
Do you know we have a website?
What?
That's right. It's MimsMaim.com. You can go there, find our merch, sign up for our newsletter. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
You love a good 5-star review.
I really, really do.
That's the first time we've ever done that before.
I know. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know our dear listeners can reach out to us?
What?
That's right. They can send us an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com. But Maim,
Yeah.
somehow we have made it 50 whole minutes on this podcast. I'm a little surprised because I did not think we would.
I mean, girl, we can talk.
That it was about the ball sacks, wasn't it? Maim, why
Ball
don't you?
sack city. We can talk all day about the ball sack city. We got a classification system. We got to indicate the wrinkling levels, all that.
Say goodnight, Maim.
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.